Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another anime first impressions. This is going to be on My Roommate is a Cat. And I will say, when I first saw the title and when I first heard about it, I didn't actually read much about it. And I just thought, this is going to be either really stupid or end up being good. And yeah, it actually is one of those two. So before I continue, I do want to say a few things. One, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. I am so close to 2,000. I think as of right now, I'm less than 50 subscribers away to reach 2,000. And once I reach 2,000, I will release a new series in my channel. And I promise it is something that benefits you guys more than me. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you haven't watched my first impression videos on this winter season, I'm going to turn on a light for you guys. You guys can do that and check those out in my channel. And then lastly, there is a spoiler alert on the first episode, so if you don't want the first episode to be ruined, then you have been warned. Okay, so My Roommate is a Cat is kind of what it sounds. We find this guy who is a writer, and we kind of get a background story from the beginning. It's pretty dark. Both of his parents die at once, and he's left at a young age living by himself. At first, you kind of get the notion that because of that incident, he became kind of, a hermit or became kind of like isolated from the world. But in reality, throughout the episode, we find out that it was something that just kind of happened throughout his life as a little kid as well. He just didn't want to interact with people. He ends up being a writer, and kind of the moment where the episode starts from his parents dying to where the story actually is a few years later. And there's a few characters that we meet that kind of are passing in this episode. One of them being a friend that was with him in the funeral and kind of visits him because his parents live close by to his house. So he's kind of frequent. Well, I guess he will be a frequent character in the episode. We'll also find out his editor, who is actually a new person in his life because the previous editor was sick and had to leave his job. So, new editor, trying to be as delicate as possible. He was given tips by the previous editor, approach him with cautions, be caution when he is close to his deadlines because he doesn't eat, he doesn't do stuff like that. So the guy himself is just basically, he wants to be secluded, he doesn't want people to talk to him and stuff like that. There is some explanation to it where he's reading a book and some kids were discussing the ending of the book, and he said, interacting with people ruins my imagination. So he at one point finds a cat, and the cat follows him. He ends up keeping it and feeding the cat, and he thinks, it's not so bad to have a cat. He ends up getting inspiration to write a new story about a cat, and that's kind of the main reason why he keeps the cat, just to get more inspiration. And the cat one day is being weird and keeps giving him food or leaving food at his doorstep. And at one point he faints, and when he wakes up, the editor sees him. He says, there was notes around you that he probably wrote when you were unconscious. And then he sees an empty plate where the cat food is not there anymore. So he realizes that he actually ate the cat food. And then from there, the episode kind of switches to the perspective of the cat, which I actually really enjoyed. And we actually also get a background story on the cat. Now, I won't say much from there because that's going to ruin a little bit of the good things of the first episode, but I will say that it is not a very bad anime. It's actually pretty good. I will even say that it could potentially be part of the top 5 anime of this winter lineup. Now, I could be completely wrong, but the premises of it is pretty good. You get a good background story from the main character as well as for the cat. Yes, the cat actually has a good background story as well, and we're given part of it in this story. In both of the stories, I will say it has death in it. So, it is kind of sad in both parts, and he's quickly finding out that he does need maybe an animal in his life, but also people. And the editor made a comment at the end of the episode, some things can't be given by imagination. And, that kind of clicked, like, what do you mean? Like, I've always learned or have thought that through imagination is what I receive and create from. So, anyways, overall, I think people, at least a group of people, will enjoy this anime. You know, I'm kind of wanting to keep watching this one, and I actually might keep watching it till the end. I probably won't react to it, but out of 10, I will probably give it a 7.5. Again, I don't think it's in the best crop, but I will say it could get 4th or 5th place in my list of the best anime of this winter lineup. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that bell button if you guys want to know when I go live or when I upload videos like this one. Thank you so much for all the love and support, guys, and like always, don't be strangers.